I'm Sharon McGugan. I was inducted into AIFD in 1992. I'm going to show you a foam-based wedding bouquet. According to the AIFD guide definition, it is an arrangement of flowers and foliages designed to be held or carried. The wedding bouquet that we've chosen to make is a cascade. There are many forms of wedding bouquets. Crescents have a crescent shaped, cascades, of course, draped down. But what I would like to do is cover the white plastic on the back of the bouquet holder. You don't want that shining through in your bouquet. So I'm taking Gaelic sleeves. I've simply snipped the stems from the Gaelic sleeves, applying cold adhesive to the back of the leaf, and then I'm applying that to the plastic. There's some little spaces here where the foam shows through. I like to leave that open if I can, because perhaps I might like to add something extra in that space in terms of a stem. Very often we like to add the greenery to an arrangement at the end of the design, but for a cascade I actually like to add the greenery to start with because I want to create the line of my bouquet. The line is the visual path that the eye travels through the bouquet, so I want to structurally align the line with the way that I'd like for the flowers to flow. Then I put in greenery that just hides the mechanics of it also. I want to be sure that my mechanics are well hidden so that it looks like the bouquet is just a gathered bunch of flowers for the bride to carry. Now, if you will notice, I'm descending with the flowers to create my downward motion, my forward motion, and then I'll come back and answer that with that action with a counter action, the flowers going back. As we said, we want it to come back over the arm so it's graceful. Be careful that your line moves smoothly and it doesn't take a sharp curve to the side. So now you can see that I've added a line of heather also. So our color is replicated in varied tones on either side. Now I want, in addition to that, look at the texture this is added. Texture is the richness of design. So it gives a sense of luxury here that we have a varied look of texture in this particular design. Visual balance is such that when you look at it, it doesn't look off balance. Sometimes you have to be careful with color because color can make it look or feel off balanced. For example, you want to place it in your hand in this manner so that it's right in the middle and see how it feels. If it tilts too far to either way, then it's off balance. You can see here we have the visual balance even though we have the bright white flowers and the deeper colors. Did you notice where the deeper colors were? They're more toward the central region, so that gives the visual weight in the middle of the bouquet, and that gives us our balance. And now let's add our last flowers. We're going to add pink roses. Again, a different pink, but it blends within. Instead, for this particular bouquet, I want to add in this direction a little more white because I have the white running in this space. I want to add some here. In this instance, we are taking the blossoms of dendrobium orchids because we have the line of dendrobium orchids throughout the bouquet. So now we take the blossoms and we want to insert them on bare grass. We just want to strand them up. If I want to be sure in such a small bouquet holder that it can manage all of these flowers, one thing I would be careful to do is to use a floral adhesive that I can insert directly into the foam. So I take the straw, insert it into the foam, and press. And that puts the adhesive in the foam itself. When it dries, my flowers are more secure there. One of the things we want to do to keep our bouquet healthy and fresh and hydrated is to add an anti-transparent or water in a spray form over the flowers. It's a good idea also to place plastic over them before you place them in refrigeration to keep them from drying out.